Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, two of us today. Why is everyone obsessed with this gas station?
Yeah, we saw the thumbnail. It was Buc-ees, wasn't it? We've been before, and it was absolutely brilliant.
We went to the one in Alabama.
Yeah, north of Alabama.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely massive. Biggest place I've ever been in my life.
It's one of them places where just the gas pumps just went on and on and on and
oh,
on.
There was. How many do you reckon there was? Like
not only
nearly
that,
1,000.
Dude, I don't know if it was that many.
Like
but
hundreds for sure.
It's probably 100, I would say. Like 100 pumps maybe. But pretty much everyone had a car at them as well.
Yeah, literally.
Pickup truck. Yeah. It was like pickup truck land where we were in, wasn't it?
And everyone started. There were like people singing inside as well for the burgers.
Yeah, it was
sold
cool
everything
place.
you could possibly think of, like a gas station.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool place. But we're going to get into why is everyone obsessed with this gas station.
I
And
can
also,
understand why they are.
if you're watching from the USA, happy 4th of July. Hope you have a great weekend and celebrate it. But let's get into this. Let's go.
Forget what you know about gas stations. Buc-ee's is more than a truck stop. It's a full-blown roadside attraction, known for its immaculate bathrooms, smoked brisket, wall-to-wall snacks and souvenirs, and a beaver mascot with surprising star power. Buc-ee's is a must-visit destination. People plan entire road trips around it, driving hours just to grab a t-shirt or a kolachki. So how did a simple stop and fuel become a destination vacation? Well, today we're showing you why Buc-ee's is the Disneyland of truck stops. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment letting us know what other road trip staples you want to hear about next. Okay, does anyone need a bathroom break? It all began on July 28, 1982, when Arch Beaver Applin III opened the first Buc-ee's in the buzzing metropolis of Clute, Texas. The entrepreneurial spirit ran deep in Applin's family. His grandparents, Arch and May Applin, owned and operated what might be the most charmingly named shop in retail history, Arch Applin's biggest little store in Catahoula Parish. As a kid, Arch Beaver Applin III spent summers there pumping gas, stocking shelves, and presumably daydreaming about running his own store, with a slightly easier name to remember. The store was modest by today's Buc-ee's standards, just 3,000 square feet, but still larger than the industry average at the time. Applin, inspired by his grandparents' general store in Louisiana, wanted to create a space that was clean, welcoming, and reliable. His motto from day one, clean, friendly, and in stock.
It's one of the things when you go to like gas stations or truck stops and all that, it's usually like got a bit of a bad reputation. I'm not sure, I can't really comment for the USA, but definitely over here when you go to like when you go to rest stops over here, like the bathrooms are never really, they have cleaners in there all the time, but they never really kept that clean, are they?
No.
They always stink of piss, and it's like or something else. They don't. People smoking there. There's all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah,
there,
they're not great. They're not great.
Yeah.
And so it's the same things in every shop, like KFC or McDonald's. That's about it.
Yeah, but when you go to like Buc-ee, when we went to Buc-ee's, the bathrooms were like immaculate, wasn't they? I don't know if you went in, but the bathroom.
No,
was
I didn't go in.
It was like immaculate. I actually got lost in there. I lost you in Gaynor, didn't I? I kind of went down one aisle. You went another, and Gaynor went another way. I turned around, and you're gone. I'm thinking, there's no way I'm finding you here.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So I had to call Gaynor and say, where are you? Yeah. It was that big, and he's gone from 3,000 square foot.
Unlike most convenience stores, which were often cramped and dimly lit, this original Buc-ee's featured brass ceiling fans, high ceilings, and rough cedar walls wrapping the upper parts of the store. Applin wanted his store to be a little special, and these design touches made it more inviting than typical gas stations. From the beginning, Applin had a vision that went beyond snacks and gas. He wanted to build a chain, a name people would recognize and trust. On opening day, he told the local paper, "If this one goes like we hope it will, you never can tell, we might have a chain of Buc-ee's." 3 years later, in 1985, Applin joined forces with Don Wasik, another local convenience store owner. Their partnership turned out to be a perfect balance. For their first 3 years together, the two men shared a single desk, leading to what they describe as a mind meld in their business approach. Wasik, who deliberately avoids the press, manages day-to-day operations, while Applin focuses on store conception, location scouting, and construction. Together, they built a model that put customer experience front and center. Buc-ee's became known for two things early on: spotless restrooms and cheap ice. Not exactly glamorous, but incredibly effective. Buc-ee's growth started modestly, but strategically. Their second store, opened in 1985, doubled the size of the original at 6,000 square feet and introduced an in-store kitchen, serving up fresh breakfast tacos, sandwiches, and donuts. It marked the beginning
That looks
of
like the
their
one we went
evolution
to.
from a simple
Imagine they all look the
convenience
same.
store
Yeah.
into a bona fide food destination. Through the late 80s and 90s, they experimented with new formats, like a beach store in Freeport that sold clothing and fishing gear, and even an ice house with live music called Uncle Buck's. Proof they weren't afraid to try new things. By the early 2000s, Buc-ee's had 20 locations in Brazoria County, but the real turning point came in 2003 with the Luling Travel Center, their first store built off a major interstate. At 35,000 square feet, it was designed with long-distance travelers in mind. Big, accessible, and perfectly placed on key routes between major Texas cities. With its massive layout, endless fuel pumps, fresh food options, and famously clean bathrooms, Luling set the new standard for what Buc-ee's would become. The Luling store expanded multiple times, nearly doubling in size by 2009. But it was the 2012 opening of the new Braunfels location that put Buc-ee's in the record books. At 68,000 square feet, it became the largest convenience store in the world, boasting over 80 soda fountains,
In the
31
world.
registers, and a meat counter that could arm a
I'm not going to lie though, if you're talking about convenience stores, you're going to say the largest one's definitely going to be in the world. It's going to be in the USA.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a convenience store anywhere else in the world that's going to compete with what they've got in the USA. Because the USA is about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Especially in
can't-
Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't imagine going to sort of like Brazil and sort of like getting like.
You never know. I don't know.
It's a big
you never know
country,
what
I
it's
get
like
that.
in China or something like that.
I don't think they're doing it at this level. I think China are efficient. I know this is like efficient, but on a big scale. I think
Yeah.
China are more built around small convenience, like tiny shops type thing. As when I've been there, I've been to China a few times.
I've
I've
never
never
been.
seen anything big.
Yeah.
small army with jerky. More than 10,000 people showed up on opening day, and the store was soon drawing over 5,000 cars per day, solidifying Buc-ee's as a must-stop destination, not just a place to fuel up. Buc-ee's stayed Texas only for decades, building up its brand recognition and perfecting its model before expanding beyond state lines. Instead of rushing to open as many stores as possible, Buc-ee's focused on creating an overwhelming experience with superior bathrooms, abundant gas pumps, and high-quality food to stand out from the competition. Buc-ee's broke out of Texas in 2019 with a splashy debut in Robertsdale, Alabama, kicking off an ambitious expansion across the South. Since then, its beaver empire has spread to Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and beyond, drawing fans and fueling road trips in over a dozen states. While some Texans were hesitant to share their roadside gem, the results speak for themselves. As of July 2024, there are 50 Buc-ee's locations across 9 states, 35 still proudly rooted in Texas, with more coming soon to North Carolina, Ohio, Wisconsin, Louisiana, Kansas, and
There's
Arizona.
not one in Louisiana.
Slowly but surely, Buc-ee's is taking over
Surprised
America,
at Kansas.
one giant gas station at a time. Buc-ee's claimed the title of largest convenience store in the world in June 2024, with an expanded Luling store measuring over 75,000 square feet,
Size of that.
over 1.5 acres.
Is that the
These
one we
aren't
went
just
to?
gas
No.
stations, the roadside wonderlands. Sales rocketed from 63 million just 2 years before the original Luling store opened to a jaw-dropping 959 million by 2015. Buc-ee's had officially gone full Disneyland. There is a reason
Yeah.
families plot their routes to include a Buc-ee's, and it's not just about clean bathrooms. Each travel center features over 100 gas pumps, with some locations hitting 120 pumps. You almost never have to wait, which is a stark contrast to typical gas stations, where lines could form during peak travel times. The restrooms are truly immaculate, patrolled 24/7 by dedicated cleaning staff. Alpin himself has experimented with innovative technology, including something called tush lights above restroom stalls that turn green when vacant and red when occupied.
that's a
This
good idea.
system provides real-time data to optimize restroom usage and helps customers find available facilities quickly. Also, it's just fun to say push lights. The food is where Buc-ee's really shines. Every location features made in-house barbecue, including brisket, pulled pork, smoked turkey, and sausage sandwiches. The Texas Roundup counter is a particular draw, where fresh barbecue is chopped before your eyes, creating an interactive dining experience. Fudge
where they were
counters
shouting,
offer
wasn't it?
a dozen
Singing.
flavors with free samples that keep customers coming back for more. Then there are the infamous beaver nuggets. Sweet, crunchy, caramel-coated corn puffs that might as well be currency in some states. These addictive snacks have developed their own cult following, with people ordering them online when they can't make it to a physical location. The stores also feature extensive jerky walls, fresh pastries, kolaczkis, roasted nuts, and full coffee bars that rival dedicated coffee shops. Half the store functions as a Buc-ees-themed gift shop, featuring apparel, blankets, grills, coolers, candles, hunting gear, fishing rods, home decor, and occasionally buckets
put me
of
Buc-ee's hat
bacon
on.
grease.
Yeah.
You can buy everything from a Buc-ee's swimsuit to a baby onesie to a full camping chair set. The variety is both impressive and overwhelming. The atmosphere is carefully curated to make you linger. Bright, upbeat, and air-conditioned, like a shopping mall. No flashing lotto signs or dusty chip racks here. Buc-ee's stores feel closer to theme parks than truck stops, which is exactly the experience the company wants to create. A big part of Buc-ee's success boils down to branding. That cheerful cartoon beaver in a red cap isn't just a mascot. He's a symbol of quality, quirk, and unapologetic Texas pride. From the moment the first store opened in 1982, the beaver's been front and center, creating a sense of fun and familiarity that sets Buc-ee's apart from any ordinary gas station. The name itself is a mashup of personal nostalgia and Americana charm, but it's the merch that truly seals the deal. Buc-ee's sells everything from swimsuits to Christmas ornaments, each stamped with that grinning beaver. Travelers don't just shop, they pose for selfies with Buc-ee statues, turning
Yep,
the
done that.
brand into a social media darling. With its perfect blend of kitsch and quality, Buc-ee's has become a roadside icon for both irony-loving millennials and true believers alike. Of course, no roadside empire is without its cracks, and Buc-ee's has faced its share of controversies and legal battles over the years. Buc-ee's is notoriously protective of its brand, earning a reputation for aggressively pursuing trademark and trade dress infringement cases. In 2014, they settled with Frio Beaver over a similar beaver logo, and in 2016, they successfully sued Choke Canyon Barbecue for using a grinning alligator logo in a yellow circle and naming their stores Buc-ee's. They also filed a lawsuit against a Nebraska-based chain called Buc-ee's in 2017 over a territorial agreement, though that case was dismissed. Even smaller operators like Chick's, a Texas convenience store, have faced legal pressure for allegedly copying Buc-ee's store layout, with that case also settling out of court. Buc-ee's attorneys have been described as merciless, making dubious legal claims about things like competitors' use of yellow backgrounds. Some local business owners have suggested Buc-ee's uses this aggressive litigation to stifle competition, which seems like it could be true. Beyond trademark battles, Buc-ee's has faced other legal challenges, from suing its brisket supplier in 2016 over sudden price hikes to losing an employee contract case in 2017 that clashed with Texas's at-will employment laws. It also faced stranger incidents, like a 2015 identity theft scheme across 14 locations, and backlash over gas price wars that sparked claims of unfair competition. Still, these clashes have only strengthened the brand's image as fiercely loyal, proudly Texan, and totally unbothered by a little heat. Buc-ee's has a huge economic impact wherever it opens. When a new store opens, it can create instant job markets and tourism spikes. The new Braunfels location drew 10,000 people on its first day, creating traffic jams and economic activity that local businesses still benefit from today. Real estate near Buc-ee's stores often climbs in value as the areas become more desirable for both commercial and residential development. Inside the stores, employees are well paid, earning above average wages for retail jobs. Online, Buc-ee's is a viral darling. There are thousands of posts across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube featuring snack hauls, bathroom reviews, celebrity documented visits, and merchandise unboxings. One woman even made national news for holding a Buc-ee's themed gender reveal party, showing how deeply the brand has penetrated American culture. The Buc-ee's effect extends beyond individual stores to the broader culture of American road trips. People will often plan their routes around Buc-ee's stops, holding their need for a restroom until they reach one of its world-famous facilities. The company has successfully transformed the mundane necessity of a gas station stop into an anticipated highlight of long-distance travel. Just don't let the beaver's good-natured smile fool you. He has a hell of a legal team. So what do you think? Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's? Let us know in the comments below. And while
Yep, we've been to a Buc-ee's.
We have. It was good, wasn't it?
I
It
guess
was
it's
very
that
good.
Leeds, Alabama one. Did we go to? It was definitely in Alabama, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Alabama. I don't think it was called Leeds that we went to.
No, I would have
was
picked
it?
up on that. Yeah, unless we just didn't pay attention to what it was called.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know where Leeds is in Alabama.
Yeah.
It was definitely in the north side of Alabama though, that we went to.
It was after we went through from Tennessee into Alabama.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was near
just there.
Tennessee.
Yeah, but it was very impressive when you go in. But one thing that's that I'm surprised if you haven't done it, you haven't put any kind of like motel or hotel there. You know, in the stop.
Yeah,
you got fuel, you got food, and you got everything else.
I'm surprised it's not like a kids' play area.
That's the other side as well, isn't it? Yeah, dump the kids off, but the kids
Yeah.
might want that experience of going around there as well. The
You
kids
can
spend
do
money,
both.
don't they?
Yeah.
Or when kids are with you, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, putting shit in the trolley and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but
At the end of the day, it's just a truck stop though.
it is, but it's kind of like become very iconic, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going if you're going to there to just go back home, then I guess you could put whatever.
It's a little bit odd though. People just go into Buc-ees.
Yeah.
We passed Buc-ees and we stopped in. We were on our way down to Birmingham, Alabama, wasn't we? So we
Yeah.
were shooting. But there is a video out there of us going to Buc-ees. So if you're interested,
Check it out, mate.
Yeah. But anyway, enjoyed knowing about that. Good story as always.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we've got a few people who also do that trademark infringement over here. I know EasyJet and Easy Hotel. People that if you call your company Easy something, they're all over you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
quite mad about the yellow background, how they're just not allowed. Like, that's not really.
They probably stole it from Denny's.
Yeah, literally. I know, right?
How old's Denny's? Yeah. Or Mother Fuddruckers on the side there. Anyway, it's a good story all round. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And again, if you're watching from the USA or you're from the USA, happy 4th of July.
Yep.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.